This episode of Unqualified is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. On the drive to and from my parents' house in Washington State, we almost always stop at two particular McDonald's, one in Salem, Oregon, and another in Eureka, California. At the moment, we are in the parking lot of the Salem location, and I just finished a Big Mac and fries. Even though we are just passing through, I appreciate the familiarity and feeling of community. The other day, I was looking through my mother-in-law's photo album and came across a photo where she and her friends are standing in front of a McDonald's wearing their cheerleading uniforms. I usually call my mother-in-law New Mom, but her name is Marcia. Under the photo, Marcia had written a note, and I talked her into letting me read it here. San Bernardino, California. I have so many memories of this McDonald's over the years. My father took me there on what I think was opening day. What a thrill it was as a young girl to order a chocolate shake, hamburger, and French fries. Then there was the time when my cousin Hinda and I were given a tour and allowed to take dill pickles by the cupful out of a huge barrel. We must have eaten 100 pickles each. Everyone in my family knows the story of how I accidentally missed the ketchup container and dipped a fry into my milkshake. Now when I dip fries in my shake, it's on purpose. I remember when I was 12 years old, my mother and my cousin Noel Novak, Larry's brother, picked me up from dance class, and we went for dinner to celebrate Noel's graduation from high school. Years later, when I was in high school, we would go to McDonald's every Friday night after the football game. I wish you could see this photo. Marcia couldn't remember if they won the game that night, but everyone is smiling as if they did. Wherever your local McDonald's is, there's nothing better than that wonderful feeling of community. Well, maybe that feeling is tied with eating a Big Mac. McDonald's, I'm loving it. You know what? I feel like I've been breathing a lot.
Did you say breathing a lot?
Yes.
What do you think?
What do I think? I think we're fucked. I think we're fucked. I think this grand experiment has totally fucking failed. But thank God we have Ken here.
Should we try calling some people?
Yes.
All right. All right, we're calling.
Ken, here's what happens. You know what to do.
You know what to do, Ken. We're calling Samantha.
Trust your gut.
Samantha's 34. She's in Tennessee.
Okay.
I'm scared, are you?
Oh yeah, I'm always scared. Oh, it's
Me
always
too.
It's always right underneath the surface.
Hello?
Hey, Samantha, it's Sim.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
Good.
So
Hi, Samantha.
that's Anna.
Hi, Samantha.
Hi.
And that's Ken Jeong. He's with us as well.
Hello.
So
nice
Ken-
to talk to you guys.
Ken, his TV show, Dr. Ken, is out Friday, September 23rd. It's the second season, and it's on
Yeah.
ABC. So
Yeah.
please, everyone, check it out. It's really funny. I told you I watched 3 episodes yesterday.
Yes,
It was
thank you.
amazing. But we'll talk about that show later. Before we get into the show, I want to talk to Samantha about her issue here. Samantha, we're going to do our best to help you with your situation. So tell us a little bit about.
Samantha, I'm terrified.
Tell us about your 15-year-old daughter.
Well, she's currently in a relationship, and she's with a girl that she met at her school. And the girl seems like a really sweet girl, but she comes from a really strict Muslim family. And we're really worried because she's really afraid of her parents finding out, and just we don't know what to do, and we're worried about it hurting our daughter because it seems like she comes from a really strict background, and she's not even really allowed to have a boyfriend, let alone a girlfriend. So her parents have no idea that she's gay, and it's really scary.
Oh my gosh. We are so unqualified.
Samantha,
I'm so honored that you.
No, this is crazy. Samantha, tell us what your daughter asked you earlier.
Well, she asked us not to tell if her parents were to ever ask. She asked us to not say anything and to lie to them about it. And we really don't know if we should lie about it because we don't feel comfortable, but we're not going to volunteer this information. We don't plan on saying anything, but if confronted, we don't really know what we would do.
What are your feelings about this? Like, in terms of your daughter, being gay and going through this. What are your feelings?
Well, we don't mind. One of the biggest things I've always told both of our kids, my husband and I both tell them, like, we never want them to have, like, a coming out. We don't need that. We just want them to come home with someone and be like, hey, I love this person, check them out, or hey, I'm interested in them and we're getting to know each other. We don't mind. They can be with anyone they want from any background they want. I just want them to be happy, So this isn't a concern for us. Our concern is how bad it could hurt her if her family found out about it. And I can't imagine what her parents are going to do if they were to find out about this.
Do you think that they'll pull her from school? I mean, to what extent do you think that they'll?
I think that's a real possibility. And I was telling Sam earlier, I come from a very strict background myself. I was raised in a Pentecostal Christian family, and when my brother came out when he was 16, my mom and my dad disowned him practically, and my mom had him emancipated, and he was 16 years old living on his own. And my daughter just turned 15 today. I couldn't see her taking care of herself in a year, let alone some other girl. It's just so scary to think about because we're in South, and people go kind of crazy over this stuff.
Oh, and the feeling of loneliness at that age of, I don't know, exploration and who knows, I don't know. I have incredibly supportive parents that loved me and love me and continue to love me. But there was definitely a time in high school when I thought I needed to run away because I thought that if they found out that I was sexually active, that they would disown me. And I know it's not totally similar, but the idea of, I guess, feeling that idea of isolation and the idea that your child could feel, or your child's, partner could feel that kind of isolation. It's
really scary. I mean, and we support her, and she will always have our support. But I mean, I feel like she always tries to find the fucking craziest thing she could do, and she's like, "Hey, Mom, check it out. My girlfriend's lesbian." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And how are her parents? And she's like, "Not good." I'm like, "Okay, great. This is great."
Oh, this is so hard. Oh, this is a tough one. Ken?
I mean, I think that, first of all, I applaud you for being so tolerant of not only your daughter, but really the world around you. And there's so much you can only control in your own life, and you really can't control the thoughts and actions of others. So the only thing we all can do is kind of control our own actions, and for you to already through your actions kind of preach tolerance and love to your own daughter, and that's kind of emanated out to your daughter's girlfriend. That's sounds to me that you've done everything in your path and your power, and I think that will inform your daughter, to do the same, and who knows if you could also inform your daughter's girlfriend and her family to do the same. So I think you continuing to do what you do is very inspiring, and I think that is the as a parent myself of two daughters, I think just to kind of, it's a good reminder for me just to always preach patience and tolerance and just always think big, much like you're doing right now. So if anything, you're doing so many things right.
Yes, for sure.
Ken, that's beautiful. And I also think that you won't be able to necessarily convince the parents of your daughter's partner of anything otherwise. And I don't know if you should necessarily try, because I think that has to be their own journey. This is where I get like, this is where I'm like, I'm fucking unqualified. I don't know what the fuck I'm
No, but
talking
what
about.
you're saying is right.
But they just may have to go on a little bit of this journey of their own, and you just have to continue to love like you're doing, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's just hard because, yesterday she spoke with her girlfriend, and she told her, we really can't hang out, and we, things have been really hard because she, helps with her mosque in town and stuff like that. And so her family has her really involved in her religion. And she told my daughter, that for her birthday, we offered to take them out to dinner, but she can't go with her because if her parents found out, it could be really detrimental. And, it wasn't, my daughter says it's not the only reason she cries. She cries because she's 15 and everything makes her cry. But, she told me she, was crying yesterday because she feels like she can't even be with her. And it's hard to watch her cry, and I just want to hug her and tell her it's okay. But, I worry there's going to be so much more of this coming.
Yeah, there might be. There might be. And I wish I could make it better with some kind of wisdom, but I can't. But I love it that you're clearly an incredible mom, and you're listening to your daughter, and you're listening to your daughter's issues. And I wish that I love my mom so much, but man, I wish that my mom had open communication like you may have with your daughter. And that is so important.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Good for you.
Sometimes I'll put on a call that I think that you'll have the answers, or we'll have the answers, or we'll figure out a way to work it out. This is one of those calls where I didn't think that we were going to have the answers, but I knew that I think it was going to be good for Samantha to talk it out and to bring awareness to this, and to show that, this is fucking awesome. What Samantha and her husband are doing, that's incredible how supportive they are, and it's just you're a really, really good mom.
Yeah, I think that's a take-home point, that you're a great mother, and you're really providing all of us with the answers, and that's still kind of an evolution right now.
But this is just by putting it on this podcast and playing this, I feel like you're setting an example.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so. I do have an amazing husband, and he's been there with McKenna, and oh my gosh, I hope you beep her name, with my daughter, and just always being really supportive and telling her that we're proud of her, and we just never want our kids to feel like they have to have a secret, that we don't want a coming out party. We don't want anything like that. We just want them to be who they are, because no matter what, we don't care. We accept them and love them for whom they are. It doesn't even matter to us at all.
That's so wonderful, because, the gift that parents can give their kids is truly, absolute love. And also, the idea that kids will surprise you.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to force them into getting into Harvard or whatever, but they'll surprise you in their own ways, and there's beauty in that. And
before we wrap it up with Samantha, do you want to just give her a little piece of encouragement, advice, whatever you want?
Okay. Listen, children, to a story that did happen long ago, about a kingdom on a mountain and the valley folk below. You don't know that camp song, do you? Do you know this one?
Ken was about to chime in. I feel like Ken knows
You
the
can
song.
go ahead and hate your neighbor. You can go ahead and cheat a friend. You can do it in the name of heaven. You can justify it in the end. There won't be any trumpets blowing come the judgment day. On the bloody morning after, one tin soldier rides away. Oh my God! I'm so no. That was the worst. I'm so sorry.
I think that was a Selena Gomez song, right? Or is it Pink? I don't know. I don't know.
But I thank you so much.
Samantha,
I think that
it's yeah.
I think that I don't know. I think that we're going to be dealing with the problems that I don't know you're confronting. I feel like as if I have any more kids besides Jack, I don't know. I may be with Jack. I'm going to be dealing with all this stuff. I'm going to be calling you late at night, saying like, "What do I do? What's happening?"
No, I don't know. I think I'm kind of ruining my kids' lives part of the time, so at least they tell me I am.
But you know what? Men don't feel that way. So let's kick him in the balls.
Yeah, I don't feel anything right now.
Nothing.
Just wait till I kick you in the balls.
Doesn't hurt.
Samantha, send me an email. Let me know how it all went down, and I'm sure people are going to be interested. And when they're going to want an update.
They are. And you know what the beauty is that we get. It's what's so wonderful is that we get a lot of like wonderful response.
That's true.
And so
we're going to get a lot from this one. I know it.
So please keep in touch because there's going to be a lot of people that will.
And I'm sure they're going to be offering their own advice also, if, you know, as well. Maybe they've been through similar situations.
Yeah, truly.
That'd be great. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Samantha.
you. Wishing you all the love in the world.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Good night.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Osea. Wondering what to gift your friends and family this holiday season? Female founded over 25 years ago by a mother and daughter team, Osea's award-winning cleansers, serums, face moisturizers, and body products give you the results you want. Skin that looks and feels amazing. I recently got to try Osea's new body butter, which, like their now famous Undaria algae body oil, transforms dry skin without being greasy, has the same incredible scent, and leaves your skin soft, smooth, and healthy looking. If my experience is any indication, you can count on your partner giving you a lot of compliments. This holiday season, stock up and share your new favorite clean skincare and body care with your friends and family. Unqualified listeners get 10% off your first order with promo code ANNA at OseaMalibu.com. You'll get free samples with every order, and orders over $50 get free shipping. Gifting is always easier if you start early, so head to OSEAMalibu.com. Use code ANNA. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by ZocDoc. Who gets excited about trying a new restaurant that has 2 out of 5 stars? When it comes to finding healthcare, don't ratings matter even more? ZocDoc is a free app where you can compare doctors, read reviews from real patients, and even make same-day appointments. When I finally called to reschedule my dentist appointment, I was told that my dentist had been retired for nearly 3 years. In my defense, parking was a nightmare. Through ZocDoc, I found a new dentist who had great reviews, took my insurance, and whose office was actually within walking distance. I was also able to book an appointment instantly without talking to a receptionist who made me feel guilty about not having my teeth cleaned for 3 years. My new dentist didn't make me feel guilty either, and only suggested I floss a little more often. Whether you need a primary care physician, dentist, dermatologist, psychiatrist, eye doctor, or other specialist, ZocDoc makes healthcare easy. Now is the time to prioritize your health. Go to ZocDoc.com/unqualified and download the ZocDoc app. Sign up for free and book a top-rated doctor who might be available as soon as today. That's ZocDoc.com/unqualified.
I love her.
Amazing.
Ken,
Yeah.
She was amazing.
tell her that you love her. Now.
Well, I just said wishing.
No, say, I love you.
I love you, Samantha.
That's pretty good, but didn't have a ton of meaning.
Okay, take two. I love you. I love you so much.
Still felt false.
I love you. I love you so much, baby.
Do you want to do a growly voice competition?
Sure. I'm not. I don't know if I'm ready, baby. I don't know. I'm a little scared now. Please don't put me on the spot, baby. I don't do well on that. I don't do well with jokes. Oh no.
Oh
so
my
much
gosh.
fun.
Are you feeling like this is either the best night ever or the worst night ever?
I'm so numb right now. I have no idea. I have no idea.
But have you ever done anything
This is
like
amazing. No,
have you ever done a podcast before?
It's been a long time since I've done one. So
Who was it? Who'd you do it with?
Did Mark Maron's years ago. And,
Ooh, fancy. Mark Maron.
and
Get the fuck out of here. I love it that you laugh at that. I love it that you think it was. Bless your heart.
So you're saying...
no, I really, to me, it's just about being and conversing with fun people, having a laugh, but really with really wonderful, sincere moments and thoughts. So I think it's great.
Hopefully we'll have a few more sincere moments and thoughts.
Doctor.
Ooh, doctor.
Doctor.
I like where this is going.
Of course you do, you perv.
Anyway, with Marin, we did.
Oh my god. Do you think we should do one more call
Fine.
right now? Let's do it.
Just waiting for
I know. By the way, I think Ken's going to be able to help with this one.
Oh, is it a gonorrhea question?
I love gonorrhea.
You love gonorrhea?
Well, it's so
I mean,
hard
you
to
got to break that down. What you just said. You love gonorrhea.
Well, it's easily cured.
Hello?
Okay.
Oh, Rebecca, Anna's talking about how much she loves gonorrhea.
Hi, Rebecca. Sorry, that was my
Hello?
sweet.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, hello?
Rebecca,
You
can
there?
you hear me?
Rebecca, can you hear me?
Hello.
Rebecca.
Oh, fuck.
Rebecca.
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 Sir,
You
No,
there?
Rebecca.
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 you're rustling of paper.
Rebecca?
Ken, say something.
It's me, Mr. Chow.
Just hang up and text that girl.
Mr. Chow. Rebecca.
She just said, I'm gonna hang up and text that girl.
on Chow?
Hello?
What's wrong with you? Hang up on Chow.
Rebecca, are you there? She just said,
How dare you hang up on Chow?
she hung up on Chow.
You hang up on Chow.
Wait. Okay, so if you're playing a stereotype, I like to play the stereotype, which is my Kayla a little bit.
Right. The Kayla? Oh, not Kelly. Okay, Kayla.
Kayla.
Okay.
Which is she's
Is this a stereotype off?
yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
hey, Kayla. How's it hanging?
It's pretty good. So wait, let me ask you one thing.
Okay.
Were you in that movie? I don't watch a lot of movies, but were you in that Hangover movie?
3 of them.
That's pretty cool.
That's funny, Kayla. You're funny because you're funny.
A lot of people told me I'm really funny in general.
You're funny because of the way your voice trails off into nothingness. And how dead you are inside. Makes me laugh.
Yeah, well, you're funny because, I feel like a lot of your nations lost a lot of wars to our America.
That's racist.
No, I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I love a lot of people.
Still racist.
No, it's not true. I love a lot of people. That doesn't even make any sense.
Oh, like you are, stupid.
Okay, first of all, I scored a 1236 on my SATs. I got into Berkeley with my dad's help. And also, I'm actually way smarter than you would ever think.
Oh, yeah? I robbed John Goodman of $20 million. Stupid. You didn't rob anybody with that SAT scores. Except your dignity. You went to Berkeley.
Actually, that's really
Couldn't afford Stanford.
That's really funny.
Stupid didn't get to Stanford. She went to Berkeley. State school.
Oh, God.
Okay, I did not go on this wine date to be mocked.
Well, you're in for 2 days of disappointment, baby. Nothing but In-N-Out burger and tears for you, baby.
Oh, shit. How do we
I heard your dick is really big. Because I don't know if you remember my friend Megan. She went out on a date with you.
Oh, yeah. Tell Meg I said hello.
Yeah, she said your dick is huge.
Well, that's nice. She's blind. You know she's blind, right? It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you have to humor them. I let her... She was massaging a table leg. No bigs. Chow and Kayla. In the worst UCB ass cat ever, huh?
Oh, we should totally do Chow. Can we do Chow and Kayla?
Chow and Kayla is the most amazing
at the UCB,
couple ever.
just experimental.
Chow and Kayla as a couple.
Can we do it right now?
You just did it.
I know. Can we do one more? Come on, please.
Yes. Okay, but then we're gonna call Rebecca.
Are we at Bestia?
You're at Bestia.
Okay, this is our first date.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey. Huh?
It's so cool because I used to have a parrot when I was a kid, and you sound just like that.
What?
It's awesome because I used to love that parrot so much, and apparently they live for like 80 years.
You talk too much, and you're a slob. I hate you. While we're on the subject of being honest. And you're messy. Clean up your bed once in a while, okay? You have a lot to live for, baby. What are we doing?
It's gonna be the most boring podcast ever. It's just gonna be an hour of us laughing.
Man.
Oh my God! I wish you were an audible laugher. Anna right now is dying laughing, but she's a silent laugher. Oh my God! Everyone, look at Mike, and Mike is sweating. Cassie's sweating. Everyone's sweating. Let's take a. All right, we're ready. We need to relax.
Let's take a knee, guys.
We're gonna call Rebecca.
Let's take 2 knees on this play.
Oh my God! Thank God this call is not nearly as sensitive. Oh my God!
So I hear you like gonorrhea. Take 2. You're a big fan.
God. All right, we're gonna try her now. All right, here we go. Let's gather ourselves. I hope she can hear us this time. Oh no, this is gonna be interesting. I hope she can't hear us again because we're not ready for this call.
Hello?
Rebecca?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Rebecca. It's
Rebecca,
Anna.
you can hear us. Sorry, we're out of breath right now because we've been laughing for the last 10 minutes. Sorry about that. But we are ready for you.
No worries.
Anna is here. Ken Jeong is here. The brilliant, amazing Ken Jeong from Dr. Ken on ABC is here.
He just told me I had gonorrhea. And so we've been laughing about that for a while. And I've been laughing because it's true.
Rebecca, I'm so sorry. We're sorry. We're here to help you. But Rebecca, we have.
Don't worry about it. I'm fangirling, so it's
Listen,
okay.
Ken he's not only is he our special guest, but he may very well be qualified for your situation. So Rebecca, tell us what's going on.
All right, so I've been dating my boyfriend since about January, and we went to college together, and we were together on and off for like all 4 years. And he's actually in the midst of applying to med school right now.
Oh, cool.
I live in Chicago, and he lives in Madison, Wisconsin. So we're kind of already long distance, but I just don't really know where our relationship is headed because he is going to med school, and I'm afraid he's not going to have time. So I'm not really sure what to do.
Got it. So will you be staying in Chicago in the next year, despite wherever he's going for med school?
So most likely I will stay in Chicago.
Okay.
He's looking to go to school in the Midwest, but he's obviously not sure where he's going to get in and all of that.
Sure. I think, it's always scary when you're applying to med school. And I think I applied to like 10 of them from Duke, and I did not get into all of them. So, yeah, it's always a scary prospect. But so you guys have been dating on and off for 4 years, you said?
Yeah, we did throughout college, and now we're like officially boyfriend and girlfriend since we
January.
graduated, pretty much.
Got it. Well, I mean, I think the fact that, you're being supportive of your boyfriend no matter where he goes, I think that's, to me, more than distance is, you guys have made the decision to commit to each other. So that's the most important thing. So wherever he goes from there, you guys have already kind of established that framework.
But wait a minute. How hard is it for a woman to be, or a person to be supportive through somebody's med?
No, it's very tough because when you're in med school, I look at it this way. Think of the science curriculum that one had in college at their pre-med and multiply that times 3. So that's like the amount of volume of book work is it's really, really, really hard in terms of...
I could totally do it.
I know, and you've told me that many times in your Tumblr blog. And we have... But I do think that the fact that you are supportive of him and him of you, may I ask what are you interested in going into, or?
I'm in public relations.
Got it. So, I mean, I think as long as there's mutual support, you guys love each other, that to me, that it sounds so cliche and corny and hacky to say, but that kind of
Ken, walk us through the life of a woman dating someone who not only goes through med school but then goes through residency and all the hours. We're talking about being on call. I mean, we talked about this earlier. I have friends who are doctors as well, and I know that they're on call for like
and what
2
about
days
those
at a time.
sexy nurses?
Yeah.
What about those sexy nurses?
What about those sexy nurses? I mean, to me, it really is about. It really is. You can't get through anything in life, med school or otherwise, without support and love. And I think every couple and every relationship is unique. And so, to me, it's really cool that you have kind of diverse interests, like in PR and in medicine. And like my wife's a doctor, and she still practices, and she's never been more supportive of my acting career. And I've actually dated other doctors and med students that when I would tell them I would do comedy or something, which is really an unusual thing in the world of medicine, from that perspective, they would bump on that. They would like, well, I don't understand really what you're trying to accomplish. But I think the reason I'm with my wife is that she was able to understand my world of medicine, but also understand just my love of comedy and wanting to try to do acting full time, and whether I succeeded or failed in it, she supported me. So if anything, I was really scared to do this full time as a profession. So it really took my wife's love and her support and she's a doctor, that she believed in me at that time more than I believed in myself. So it really is about support, and the fact it sounds like you guys are really making the commitment to support each other. So I think no matter where he goes, I mean, it's only a plane trip away. So I think, nowadays it really is about how you establish what that relationship is, and every relationship is unique. It's like a snowflake, no two relationships are alike.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that I do have a question about that's been kind of hard is he doesn't always have time to actually talk to me because he is too busy, like, dealing with the applications and dealing with work. So I was just wondering if you have any advice on, like, should I keep sticking it out? I mean, it's just hard because I don't even get to see him, like, maybe, 3 weeks, and it's kind of a long-distance situation, too.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now, the answer ultimately is up to you guys. So it really is. Yes, right now applying is incredibly tough, and as I flash back, it's applying to all these med schools where I didn't know if I would get into any of them. So I was not. Was I in a relationship? No, I was in a relationship at that time, but it wasn't as serious. So I was really It's tough. It's tough if you're more committed in a relationship and wanting to get to that next level. But I think there is something to be said about giving each other their space in this kind of time, and then after, come what may, and after kind of everything settles down, kind of assessing where your relationship is at that time.
Ken, did you meet your wife in med school?
No, I met her at work.
You met her while you were a resident?
No, actually, while I was attending. We were both attendings at the
same
same
you're both
HMO.
attending. Oh,
yeah.
okay,
gotcha. So we had just come out of other.
Now, did you have a relationship while you were in med school?
Yes.
Were you in a relationship?
Yes.
But she was also in med school with you? Okay,
yes.
So she understood your schedule.
Yes.
Any peers, friends that were in relationships that were not med students, that
yes.
like they had other jobs,
yes.
How did they make it work? Was it difficult?
Thinking, I've seen relationships work and not work, just like in anything else in life. So I've seen relationships that were super stable. And
right.
I remember my residency, one married couple in particular, my wife could not be more supportive of my friend, and she was not in medicine at all. And I think every couple is unique. Everyone has their own unique definition of what their relationship is. And in residency, it's even tougher, where you're working 90 hours a week and you're on call and
right.
you barely have time to see anybody.
Right.
And,
So Rebecca needs to understand all of that, because she's going to be going through that.
Yes. I mean, I think right now your boyfriend's under a lot of understandable stress of, like, will I get in? And, this determines my life and my future. And I totally get that. But I also understand your side too. If you haven't talked to your boyfriend in weeks, you want to make sure that the lines of communication are open. So I think there's some happy medium to be had. I mean, thinking off the top of my head. And I think, yes, the need to be supportive, but also the need to recognize that support. So I see both sides of that coin very clearly.
Rebecca, what do you think? Is he the one? Are you sure that this is a guy that you want to spend the rest of your life with?
I mean, I'm only 23, so that's a
Me
big
too.
question.
Young Hollywood, right?
So, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess, like, I don't know, but I mean, I can just, I hate to say this. I hate to say this.
Do it.
I don't know. I can just, from her
do it,
voice, and I didn't speak to her for
do
very long.
it.
Rebecca, we didn't talk very long today when we spoke, so I'm just going to just say this. I feel like,
You should break up.
I feel like she's not sure about him. That's why
She's 23.
Right.
But playing devil's advocate, it's okay for 23.
But I think it's
doubts.
deep. I think it's deeper than the fact that he's in med school and that he's going to be really busy. I think there's something else right now, and the fact that she's 23.
Yeah.
Are you looking at med school as an excuse to break up with him?
No, I think it's more that I'm trying to protect myself than that factor. I think it's just I'm worried about, what might happen, so I'm kind of protect myself. And especially from when we were kind of on and off in college, just like the fear of what it was like to be on that off kind of cycle.
I think it's healthy to have doubts, and I think it's healthy, I mean, at this point, time will tell, and I think that the cycle of applications will be over by the spring, and, you'll have a more clear idea as time goes by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna, final advice for Rebecca.
Final advice: do not get married until you're 30.
That's the advice. She's 23.
That's all I got.
That's what.
And hey, so Rebecca, by the time you're 30, 7 years from now, he'll be a full-fledged doctor, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
No, he won't.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but
well, he will be an
depend
MD. He will be an MD. Yes,
Yeah, but she's not going to want to depend on him. Come on.
No, I'm just saying that it's if she supports him
Thanks,
throughout all
Donna.
these years.
Thanks, Donna.
Thank you.
No, I didn't mean it that way. How dare you?
Yeah, he may need
dare
Rebecca
I just meant
to promote his
that.
talk show.
How
He'll be
dare
this
you.
famous doctor.
Ken, you're the
having a
one.
publicist.
Ken,
Yeah,
Ken, you were the
I'm
one
turning on you.
You were the
dare
one that was
you.
talking about support and how you were so happy that you had a support system and how they should support each other.
Oh,
you were
fuck
talking
you.
about that. So if she's going to support him for the next 7 or 8 years, by the time he becomes an MD, that's amazing. How dare you both?
Well, anyway,
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
sorry
This is
to
a
witness
royal,
this, Rebecca.
Fuck you.
Yeah, Sim here is all of a sudden like,
Yeah.
I'm the
omnipotent.
one that's saying you should support your partner.
Sorry,
I don't know
he's-
what you guys are
Sorry,
saying.
he's Lenny Kravitzing this place. You got to let love rule. Whatever. Stupid.
What's your least favorite song?
Let love rule. No, that's my favorite. Least favorite song is I don't know. There's least favorite song. There are a couple. Oh God.
What song annoys you whenever you hear it?
I mean, there are a lot. I'm just trying to think. They're just so.
Rebecca, while Ken is thinking, what's your least favorite song?
Rebecca, help me out.
What's my least favorite song?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a tough one.
Right?
Anna, I know what yours is. Hotel California, right?
Yeah, but I also hate, and I like REM, but I hate that
Stand
in
in
the
the-
place where you are.
Oh, I like that song.
That from Get
That's
a Life.
great song.
Get a Life.
Why
It's
would
Chris
you-
Elliott.
Because I have bad posture and I want to stand.
That song is
It got me through a lot of scoliosis
Stand in
problem.
the place where you are.
I learned how to read a compass now, face west. Oh, I love that song.
No, that's a
soundtrack of my
horrible
youth.
song.
This is a great song. And you know what I
now
did?
we're enemies.
Well, I didn't like. Oh God, where is that one? That Toadies song like 20 years ago. It's like I forgot the name of the
Toadies.
Possum Kingdom.
No, that's Crash Test Dummies.
Oh, I didn't like that song. I hated that. Crash Test Dummies.
Eric Andre just sang that on the show.
Oh, I hated
I
that
actually
song.
kind of like that song, but
I like that song
yeah,
too.
that's fine.
No.
Yeah.
That's-
Rebecca, you know what? We need to before we.
This is the most passionate I've seen
I'm
you.
so sorry, Rebecca. Right now, it literally got me so mad.
Rebecca, do you feel like we helped you? Is there something else you need from us?
Yeah, no, we've not helped her at all.
Okay,
This has
then
been
let's try and
horrible.
help her. I feel like Ken gave her great advice, but I also don't think that Rebecca is fully into this relationship.
I actually agree with that.
I mean, you can be in this relationship fully and then inwardly express doubts, and that's what it sounds like. So it's one of two things: either like what Sim said, you're questioning the relationship, or you're in the relationship but you're expressing some healthy doubts. So either way, I don't know how to interpret that. But I think either way, time will tell.
Every time anyone says, "But I'm only 23" or "I'm only 22," that means they're not fully in the relationship. It means they want to explore.
Oh.
Every single time someone says that, that's all I need to hear. "But I'm only 23," and she said it twice or maybe once.
Well, I'm not looking down the road to marriage. We've only been dating since January.
You've only been together since
That's
January. I mean, like, you've only been
We've
boyfriend
only-
and girl. You've been off and on
They've been
for
on
4
for 4
years.
years. And
Yeah.
That's true.
So, you
but
mean-
it was never like a true relationship.
But
you
it's
know?
not like it's a guy you just met in January and you've been together since January. This is a guy you've known for 4 years, and you guys are both adults in your 20s, and you're both starting your careers. And so you're not really, wondering whether or not he is going to have time for you. You're wondering whether or not you want to be with him because your lifestyles are going to be so different and you're going to be so far apart. Am I
know
the only one?
I know what you're
like-
saying, but I think
Okay.
that it's a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Okay.
See, I'm trying to have it both ways, Rebecca. See what I'm doing? Slide a hand.
All right. I feel like I'm the bad guy here. So,
You're not the bad guy.
You're neither bad nor good. So you're trying to have it both ways.
but here's the thing. We haven't resolved this yet. I can't end this call until we figure this out or until you give her some final advice.
Final advice. I'm ready for it.
All right. Do you love this person?
Yeah.
Like, on a scale of like, and I don't want to do 1 through 10, but let's say
1 to 11.
let's say that you that he were to leave you in a week from now. On a scale of 1 through 10, how devastated would you feel?
Probably a 9.
Ooh.
Okay. All right.
And it wasn't a 10.
It wasn't a 10 just because I feel like a 10 is like I would like be, unable to survive. Like a 9 is like still really, really sad.
A 9 is like, I'm only 23. I'm going to do fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hurt right now, but I'll bounce back. That's what a 9 is right now.
Yeah, but when you're in it, it feels painful.
If my girlfriend left me, I would be devastated. It's a 10, 10 plus. If Chris left you, if your wife left you, the answer should always be 10.
But you're married.
No, I'm not.
Well, you're not married, but Anna is.
Yeah, but when Sim and I were 23, we were fools. We were
Right.
like, we still are, but you have so much life to live. I want you to move to a big city.
She is in a big city.
Well,
She's in
Chicago is kind of the third largest city in the United States with the metropolitan square area. Having to think about.
Okay. I want
Dozens
I
of
want you to
millions of-
move to Brussels.
But doesn't it?
But that's a
doesn't
smaller
it show
city than
commitment
Chicago.
that I'm
Okay.
still with him, even though he lives in Madison? Doesn't that prove to you that I really care for him?
The fact that you're calling us right now and you're talking to us right now proves that you're thinking about alternatives. That you're thinking, whether or not you should be with him. And it is a long distance relationship. And like you said, you're only 23 and it's a 9, not a 10.
What is he thinking right now?
Yeah, good
What
question, Ken.
Well, I mean, he really cares about me as well, and he wants to make time for me, but physically he feels like he can't, and I think it's causing him to be even more stressed, which makes me feel even more bad. So it's kind of like this cycle of I'm just waiting, till he's done with his app so that he can, have more time for me and we can, be together physically and just
Have you guys been?
contacting each other.
Got it. Have you guys been arguing about this, or in terms of like spending time together?
We've been talking about it. I wouldn't say arguing,
Okay.
but it has been a topic of discussion.
Okay.
It sounds like you guys need to talk about this a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, that will inform you where to go. Is you guys need to communicate.
I think you both need to figure out what you both really want right now.
Or fucking throw his fucking ass to the curb.
What?
That's literally the opposite of what we suggested. I mean, I can't think of anything more 180 degrees, like diametrically opposed to the nuanced advice I was attempting.
Rebecca, you're getting a lot of conflicting things right now. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I honestly couldn't hear what she said.
Oh my God. This has been one of those nights, Rebecca. And trust me, we are really trying. Our first call was really, really hard, and I think we're still reeling from that, to be honest. So here's the thing. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go, because I think we have to go. But Rebecca, you guys need to talk, right, Ken?
Yeah, absolutely.
They need to talk. Anna, they need to talk, right?
Well, she didn't say that, you know. She said otherwise.
But anyways, Rebecca?
Yeah.
Will you please email me and let me know what happens?
I'll keep you posted.
Please. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Thanks for having me. I love the podcast.
Thanks, Rebecca. I love you.
Thanks, Rebecca. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by State Farm. And in honor of their surprisingly great auto insurance rates, I'm going to tell you about a particularly surprising day on set. It takes me a long time to read a script. For almost every line of dialogue, I will stop to figure out why my character would say it, how it fits in the conversation, and how it's going to come out of my mouth. Between the lines, there are larger chunks of text which describe everything else happening in the scene. Maybe what a room looks like, what characters are wearing, and what they're doing. As I often underestimate how long everything in my life takes, I know I can make up some time by reading those larger chunks a little faster. I got the script for Overboard about 6 months before we started production. I read it in my warm living room, wearing comfortably warm clothes, sipping from a warm mug of tea. Somehow, it never occurred to me that when you jump off a boat in the middle of the ocean, the water is surprisingly cold. And it doesn't get any warmer on take 2. Here at Unqualified, we love State Farm because they provide coverage that meets your needs at a surprisingly great rate. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today. This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Warby Parker. Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit and the lofty goal of creating boutique-quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point. Sunglasses, with or without a prescription, start at $95 and, just like eyeglasses, are available through their home try-on program. You just choose 5 pairs and see which ones you like. I was surprised by how quickly they arrived, which presented me with the immediate problem of deciding which ones to keep. I loved all of them, so you can guess what happened. And not only can you feel good about how cool you look, you can also feel good knowing that for every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need through partnerships with nonprofits like Vision Spring. Offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams, Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores. So put your FSA or HSA dollars to good use on Warby Parker prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/unqualified. That's warbyparker.com/unqualified.
Another relationship saved.
I'm trying to figure this out. This has been a really weird Part.2.
Well,
of the podcast.
it's a hard one because this is on the grand spectrum of things. It is a bit lighter, but it's at the same time still.
Was I an
life-impacting.
asshole? I feel like
No.
people are going to go on Twitter and say that Sim, you were being a real dick.
No,
Cassie, was I a dick?
No, I think she was looking for some
Thank
direction.
you,
I think she was looking for some direction. I think she was looking
think
for
so.
someone
That's
like
what
you
I
and
kinda
Anna
read.
to say.
She's pointing her finger at me, laughing at me.
you were a fucking dick.
All right. Watch him do it now.
yeah.
Look what I'm doing.
The finger wand.
The finger wand. You know what this means?
God damn it. You
No, I think you were
son of
trying.
a
I think
bitch.
because she was a little bit waffling back and forth. You're like, pick a lane. I think you're telling her to, and you too. I think both of you were like,
Yes.
well, pick a lane.
Yes.
which
she's
is
not,
what she's got to
I mean,
do.
I don't think she's into it.
Well, I think
don't
she's
know.
got to talk more.
Well, she's got to talk
with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think.
All right. Well, anyways, let's
It's like
let's,
Chow and Kayla. Yeah.
let's do this. What does this mean?
Hey, Ken, when my producing partner does that, what do you think it means?
Wrap it up.
Ah, smart man, Duke undergrad. Boom.
Or just kind of like I have a knowledge of common hand signals. Either way, I could be a JUCO graduate, or have a GED. Still would know this. Really, I could literally be a middle school dropout. I could.
Blue Devils.
Several child actors could kind of figure out what this means.
Bobby
I
Hurley.
cannot wait. I'm gonna like.
Unqualified is on Instagram.
Wait,
Facebook.
wait,
Follow it,
say
Twitter.
that a little bit slower.
Follow it.
So people understand but you're hearing. But
No, they need to follow Instagram.
Wait,
Follow
say it
Unqualified on
slower,
Instagram.
Slower.
Everyone needs to follow Unqualified on Instagram. On Facebook, on Twitter. They need to subscribe on iTunes and Google Play and Stitcher and Play It. They can submit a question on unqualified.com. We're not on Snapchat yet. They can't.
They're not a cult at all.
Ken Jeong has
No.
a TV show. It's called Dr.
Dr.
Ken. It's on Fridays on ABC. ABC.
Very simple letters, guys. I really don't think it could be
At
8:30
8:30
Friday,
p.m. on
September
Fridays.
23rd.
They could also buy it on iTunes if they wanted.
Yes, they can. They
Yes,
can buy it on iTunes.
But they can't go anywhere else. Like no Netflix, no Hulu, none of that.
right. Just
Yeah,
iTunes, I
just
believe.
you gotta-
now.
Hey,
And
why to eliminate?
I think
What a fucking dick.
Well, that's a common question. It's like, hey, can I watch your show on,
well, no,
on Hulu or Netflix?
I think ABC.com. I think you ABC.com.
ABC.com or
Yep.
the ABC app.
ABC app, correct? Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
What else? Where else?
Um,
Hangover 1, 2, and 3. Community is available probably on Hulu.
On Hulu, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Are you
actually
sure?
it is.
Yeah, yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Actually,
You can watch old episodes of Hulu.
Yeah.
On Community on Hulu, I should say.
Have you had anyone from Community on here yet?
No,
like
we
Joel
almo-
McHale or
no, we
some of my
haven't. But
friends?
she did a movie with Joel McHale.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
What's your number?
What's your number? Yes. Yeah.
Chris Pratt.
Why'd you give
Chris
him a
Pratt
hint?
Was also in it.
Fuck you. Let's make Ken do it again.
Okay, all right. She, you know what? She knows Joel McHale.
Oh yeah,
they
that's
did a
right.
movie together.
They did a movie together. Yeah.
Do you remember what it was
What's the
called?
movie called?
Oh,
What was it called?
Battleship.
Battleship. Brooklyn Decker.
Close.
Battleship.
Close.
BattleBots.
Is there any way you could? It's actually. It has a question mark at the end of the title.
Battleship.
No,
Okay.
it's not. It's
All right.
more of like a romantic, but less spaceshipy.
Anyhow. What's your number?
But do it up again.
What's your number?
So good, yes. That was.
Is that what Leno said when you? So yeah, we have your next movie coming out. What's your number? Coming out in August. Great to have you on Faris, everybody. How no movie going on? What's your number? Is that how he said it?
Oh my God.
That's so depressing.
Oh my God,
Yes,
man.
you're totally right.
Before we go, we can cut this out. 1 minute interview. You as Jay Leno, you're interviewing Anna about her new movie. It's called, what movie do you want to be interviewed about? You want to be, what's your number? We just said, what's your number? Oh, interviewed about the podcast. Boom.
Okay, and by the way,
Yeah.
Leno, I love Leno.
Leno's amazing.
Yeah, Anna.
Oh, wait, you need to introduce her.
Our next guest is, you've seen her in several movies, when in several punctuated titles of What's Your Number? What's Your Number? And What's Your Number? Please welcome Anna Faris. Anna! Hey! Oh, so, looking really good. Looking a little sleep, a little tired here. So anyway, tell me about your movie.
Oh,
That's great.
well,
Anyway, we'll be right back with the message with Anna Faris after this message from Tampax. Hey. And 1, 2, 3. And we're back. Anna Faris. So we laughed or cried about your movie. What's the name of the movie going on?
so the movie is called Jump, Jump, Jump. And
It's called Jump, Jump, Jump?
Jump, Jump, Jump. And I'm
Great title.
I'm so proud because.
And what do you play in Jump, Jump, Jump?
Well, I play sort of a woman from the streets.
Oh,
but-
Jump, Jump.
Yeah.
Yes, I read the book. I read the book. I read, okay? Okay? Kevin, I read, okay? I read sometimes. Yeah, I know you read. Yeah, I read. I just read. I'm sorry. It's Chum Chum and Chum 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 Chum.
Anyway, so as a teacher, I wanted to.
Funny, a teacher. Good. Chum 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 teacher. Go on, sorry. Go on. Kevin, let us speak. Jeez. Sorry, just. Sorry, she looked. Is it something I said? You look a little. You look a little mad. Is it something I did? Just have you on your. You're promoting your movie. Giving you all the time in the world. You okay?
Yeah, I feel really good right now.
Okay. Anyway.
So, when I was cast in Jump, 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 I felt like, this is a role that's going to stretch me,
Because of all the jumping. It's like jumping and I'm stretching and so I made it. So is that what made it get that kind of role? Like, I'm stretching out. So, hey, I'll jump on the pole and, I'll tether myself to some cement block and then I'll just jump and then I'll stretch.
Yeah.
I love it. Sounds.
So, did you see the movie? Because I think that my publicist sent you the screener, or
I have not. Because I'll tell you why. It's Kevin here. He'll tell you why. Kevin. 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 Kevin?
Ken?
I wasn't interested. That's why I didn't see it. That's the complete lack of interest. Sorry. Anyway, on about the movie. Chum 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 chum. A lot of stretching, a lot of jumping going on. Anyway, we'll be right after this from Wonder Bread.
That was so good.
I think I fucking nailed it.
That was amazing.
I really did. I just feel like that was my best work.
That was incredible. Can we have to have Ken doing Jay Leno every time he comes on. He's going to come in every week, by the way.
Good.
I talked about it.
Anna Faris, with drinking Icelandic water.
Let's wrap it up for real right now.
Yeah, it is Friday morning. I have to go back to the basement. I got a pee-pee so bad in your bucket.
Everyone, Ken has to go BB in the basement.
In the attic.
Well, whatever she says. Fuck you, dude. If she wants to change the attic to the basement,
I gotta tell you guys, I do have to fucking work tomorrow morning. I love you. I love each and every one of you.
Love you guys. Thanks for having me. And,
Ken, thank you so much for
Thank you
being
so
a part of this. This is
Thank you
awesome.
so much.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Cassie.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Cassie.
But Ken, will you tell us that maybe we were kind of the worst?
We are the best. This was so much fun. And you also, I mean, and honestly, taking these phone calls and this moment,
You were awesome.
Real.
You were awesome.
Yeah,
That was so much fun.
Nice. It was
Did you like how I put a med school question there?
fuck
No, I
you.
liked it.
Who needs like accolades? Turns out Sim does. Did you like how aren't we wonderful? We're doing like a project
Yeah.
for
Good night, everybody.